what's going on? You already know what it is. Another edition of Cuts. You know what the Cuts stand for. Culture, urban, technology, and sports. Now, my creators, I don't know if you remember from a few episodes before, you did the volume series, volume 1, you know what I'm saying, StreetBall announcer series. This is volume 2, episode 80. I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. Rook got here. Tad off the radar, tad a little off the time, but we still got them here, and I appreciate them coming here, you know what I'm saying, real rap. But nonetheless, man, I got my man Slim the announcer. I got Mike Lowry, I got Rel. I'm talking
Voice of Harlem.
Got 3 killers.
Voice of my city.
3 killers on the street ball announcing scene, like OD. If you ain't been to their games, when they announce, they ain't entertain you. I don't know what you know of entertainment. But nonetheless, I'm definitely glad you fellas, you were here. What is good? What is shaking?
What's up, right?
Yeah, hey, listen, man. Listen, the Ruby Spray, you know what I'm saying? I do what I can for the culture. You know, I'm going to get the realest of the real, you know what I'm saying? To really help everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's what this platform is about, you know what I'm saying? To help the ones that are coming into this. You guys paved tremendous waves for many, you know what I'm saying? Y'all helped many ball players. Y'all done helped many tournaments. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed y'all. Yeah. Help tournaments, help leagues, help exhibition games, whatever have you in this culture, you know what I'm saying? So definitely I had to get y'all on, courtesy of Slim. This is something Slim was talking about for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Volume 1.
Shout out to Slim the announcer.
Yeah, Slim the announcer, you know what I'm saying? Definitely volume 1, definitely had the heckler, had Slim. You know, I had the brothers, so then I heard I had to get the other brothers in there involved. You know what I'm saying? I was there with some things.
Hold on.
I had to get the other brothers in.
Hold on, Reem.
Right.
We ain't brothers, Reem.
I feel you, but I'm saying brothers.
Yeah.
And a collective, right? Yeah. And a collective.
Let them know.
Nah, real talk.
Who y'all are again?
Right.
Bad boys of street ball.
Bad boys of street ball. Hey,
we gonna do it right. If we gonna do it, let's do it right, bro. I'm your man from across the bridge. When Pop got started from the Boogie Down Bronx, New York, and they call me yours truly, Mike Larry. And it gets different when I'm on. I'm here with my partner in rhyme because we don't do crime. Talk to them.
You know the vibes when I come outside. Mr. Attendance is right.
And we are the bad boys of street ball.
Woo.
Yeah.
Damn,
I don't got one of those.
I know.
I just come out.
I just gotta let the Ruby spray, man. I mean, you know, but hey, it is what it is. But let's really go right off to it, man.
Yeah, let's dive
Real
in.
talk. I know 2021. I know that was last year. I know that had to be a thrilling, amazing time for y'all because street ball came back.
Yeah.
Take my creators into not only the feeling, but take us into like, how did y'all even prepare for that? Because 2020. Street ball shut down. I mean, not say that y'all didn't do all the content and like that, but the main emphasis of what y'all do, y'all couldn't come outside. Y'all came outside, we did sparingly here and there, but it wasn't to the crowd. So take my creators into like what it took for y'all to like really like not even like overly get hyped, but more so like, all right, you know what? I know we back, but it's time to go. Take us into it.
It took time to acclimate yourself because, you know, we got to get adjusted to now what is called real life. Right? Because Corona and COVID, whatever you want to call it, it ain't going nowhere. So now we have to adjust with life, right? But life is about making adjustments, not excuses.
Right.
So myself, me and my partner, I've been doing games by myself for a long time. He's been doing games by himself for a long time.
Right.
This was his first year at Rucker. This is my 8th year, going into my 9th year at Rucker,
right.
or 9th going into 10th. One of the two, I don't lost the count. and it was his first year at Rucker. So, you know, chemistry just built off of day one. You feel what I'm saying? We figured out what works, what don't work. And it was just dope just to get back involved. And then once we learned or got the cusp of this is now life and we're gonna live through it, then we just gotta work after that. You understand? Like I don't live in fear.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm teaching everyone else that come in contact with me that live their life. You understand? And 2021 was street ball was back after that year hiatus.
Right.
And it gave a lot of people time to create, right? To create, to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what's gonna find that vibe that's gonna work and stuff like that. So you understand? It's just about, you know what I mean, jumping in and figuring it out. And that's what me and my partner did.
Now that's what, bro. Same thing. Let's jump right into the fire, man. Like, because you got a boisterous voice. So let's just keep it a buck. You got a real boisterous, you know, animated.
I just come.
You know what I mean?
Come to bring the energy and entertain the crowd the best of my ability.
Right.
This is my passion.
Right.
I don't come to play.
Oh, yeah, by far.
I'm here for a reason, not a season.
Right. Right.
Like, I came about at Rucker.
Mm-hmm.
I had the summer of 2020.
Right.
I was outside. I don't know if anybody else was outside,
Mm-hmm.
but I had the summer of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
as you
working.
should.
I was outside.
Yeah, he was
Shout out to everybody that had booked me. I was outside.
That's what's up. Nah, hey, listen, he was getting to it.
Yeah.
And then the thing about y'all, which I really like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a real buck with y'all. The thing I like about y'all is, Mike, I ain't gonna hold you. The essence that you bring to it, you know, it's uncanny. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the other legend as well, rising legend as well. You can say Cha-Ching as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to put, you know, one over the other, or for that matter, like to say, okay, one's better than the other, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It's objective. You know, and also too, with you, Rel, you know, it's the difference of what you bring. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I met you over at H2O's event. Shout out to H2O. You know what I'm saying?
Queenswick, man.
Yeah, Queenswick. You know, so I'm filming, and you just hear it. You know what I'm saying? You hear kind of like the gospel in it. But what's amazing is both of y'all got two contrasting type of styles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So coming to it, like, what made y'all just say, all right, you know what? Let's really take over and bring the pain and everything like that. Like, let's really go into that.
What happened is, after a while, your voice get redundant. Right. Your voice will get redundant over time. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, with myself, I've learned to adapt with the environment. Right. I just don't do basketball games. I do weddings, open mics. I do concerts. Like, if you need a host, I'm that guy. I'm gonna do that. You understand? So with me, it was always, you have to adapt into your environment. So I had to figure out what's gonna work with a different crowd. You understand? And our culture, the crowd, we don't know what we may get. Today they may be on your side. Tomorrow they gonna hate you. You understand? So, you know what I mean? I just learned how to adapt with the environment. So last year, 2021, we figured out a way to just grow. You understand? Let's bring the pain. Let's do what we do.
Right.
Then the worst thing I tell Rel all the time, a no doesn't scare me.
Right.
The worst thing they can say is no.
Right.
That puts me in the same position I was before I asked.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Either you're gonna like it or you're not.
Right.
You understand? Those that like it, big shout out to all the other announcers. You feel what I'm saying? Dave Cha-Ching, he got his own style.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I myself got my style. He got his style, and then together we have our style. You understand? So, you know, Slim got his style. You understand? So, and we got to figure out a way to continue to just build off that. So that's what made it, you know what I mean, bring the pain. Like, we just took it to another level. We want to figure out how far could this go.
Right. That's what's up, Rel. Yeah, definitely. And same thing with you, man. Come on, you a little quiet over there, brother. Come on. Now, I know you smooth operator and all that, but I'm just saying, though. Come on, brother.
My time coming.
Okay.
I'm here in New York City. You know what New York City sound like?
Definitely.
Chilling, Ray.
Now, what's up, yo, Slim, man? Yo, let's just go with you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely from Volume 1. You know, you definitely, you know, brought in a heavy emphasis. You know, you was talking about how everything was coming together. And we know of your answer of how when you came back with 2021. But overall, of these brothers right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, of their style, does it always motivate you in a sense like, all right, they're coming, they here, they're about to bring this fucking pain. Like, I gotta get them out. Is it always the mentality of, I gotta get them out the fucking box? Or is it more so like, oh, I know they're here, there's no slip up?
Oh, of course. For me, it's always, I always feel like the underdog no matter what the situation, no matter what, I always play the underdog. So it's like, I see everything, I hear everything. So it's like, I always be like, I need my name mentioned. So it's like, if I'm doing it, then I walk in and Rel's in the park, Mike Larry's in the park, I gotta go extra hard. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go extra hard either way.
Right.
Because when I leave out, I want everybody in that park to remember my name.
Right.
Everybody that was there to be like, oh, nah, he did this thing, he did this thing.
Right.
Because for me, it's never, and I always say this on social media, it's never about, like you said earlier, oh, this dude is that, this is. I don't care where you put me at, where you mention me, just mention me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna work hard.
Right.
That I'm mentioned in every conversation.
Right.
If you talking about basketball, you talking about analysis, I'm mentioned, and I'm fine with that. So it's like, of course, like the first time I worked with Rel, we was working together, and Rel was like, I need you to turn up, Slim, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta turn up.
I definitely was Queens Week the first?
Queens Week.
Yeah, I definitely did.
I was in chill mode.
I definitely did it.
Chill mode, and it's like sometimes, like, I'm pretty sure Mike like can say that, like, when you're doing it for a while, you might go to some events and you like,
you're not lying.
Because you know,
I'm a chill.
Mike always say, we gonna start at 1. I'm starting at level 3 from
Somebody like Rel will definitely bring your energy up because he brings that energy.
Oh yeah,
Mike Larry's presence in the park
bring the pain.
is gonna bring your energy up because
bring the pain.
If you're not killing, somebody might be like, yo, Mike here. Like take the mic from Slim, give it the mic. You know what I'm saying? So like, I never want to allow that type of error to come in. I've been on both ends of that. I've walked in the park and got the mic from somebody before. Like walked to a gym, like yo, Slim is taking the mic. So it's like I never want to leave that room for error. So I'm gonna kill regardless. But now if I see them, if I see other announcers, I'm gonna go a little harder because like
as you should.
I don't never want to. That is
just to piggyback off what Slim is saying to answer your question. Like,
BG in the building. What's good, BG?
Isn't that BG? What up?
Yo.
It's never I gotta knock him out the box, right? I don't compete with nobody but myself.
Never.
I
just gotta do better than what I did yesterday. I don't compete with nobody but myself. You could get caught up in trying to compete with the next person and get stuck because you're not looking at your progress.
Exactly.
Slow progress is still progress. You understand? So it's never, I'm competing with the next person. Nah, it's always competing with myself. Like I watch film on me. You understand? I go back and see when I started in 2013, 2014, like while I was saying that, like that was cool for me. You understand? To see my growth now. You understand? But that's what anybody, like he stated, anytime I see anybody walk in the park, you have to, as a people, announcers, a coacher, we have to learn how to take time out and let time. So like I feel like I'm always in a place where I slow time down because you could get so caught up. Slim walked in the park. Dave here, Jaden, let me go hard. And you got out of character. Real quick. That's not me. I need to stay in character. They walked in, back. Lock in.
Still lock in.
You got to. You understand? Sometimes I don't want to know they're there. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes I know they're there and I tune them right out. You feel what I'm saying? Because you cannot come out of character. Then it becomes, could have been better. You understand? I tell myself all the time, I got a best friend who's also my financial advisor and stuff like that, and he always tell me, you was all right today, baby.
You need people like that.
I tell him,
you gotta get the nose. The moment
he tells me I did great, I start looking at him funny, like I don't
need people like that. So they gonna keep it right.
I don't wanna, you know what I mean? Like, so I, you know what I mean? I always told this past summer, come in. You know what New York City sound like? Here we go. It's layup season. I'm like, you know what I mean? And I've learned over the time, when you start at level 10, ain't nowhere else to go.
You gotta stay there.
So so I always like starting at level 3, then I jump to level 5, come back to level 1. Because I gotta keep the crowd anticipated, especially if I got 2 more games after this.
I'm gonna say that. Let me say something. We need to get in that. We need to get in that. We need that. So get into that, yo. Because I'm 38. I can't be at level 10 for 7 games.
He gonna be at level 10 for 7 games.
I can't, bro. I can't.
One thing I
get a headache.
One thing I could say about him.
One thing let me give credit to my wife because she do make sure that his voice is good.
She was just on here too. She was just on the live too. She was just on the live.
Shout out.
One thing I could give credit to Rel was when I told him that, I said, yo, you at level 10, B. He like, yo, Mike, turn up. I'm like, get there.
If you tell him he at level 10, he telling you to meet him there.
So eventually meet me there. I told Rel.
Eventually, maybe.
I told Rel. Maybe. We have to get there because we got 2 games after. One game in the summer, Rel was at level 10. And he was doing his thing, right? He was on go mode. After game 1, he was like, I need water.
Yo, you gotta pace yourself.
The very next day, he said, what level we starting at? I said 3, 4. And he worked his way up. But you need people like that on your team as well. That's willing to listen.
That's why y'all together.
Exactly. That's willing to listen and learn.
All I'm gonna do is help him. It's the only one help him.
It's only gonna help us. You know what I'm saying? So it'll help him when he's not with me, right? Because he get booked for his own separate gigs, and I myself as well. So we figure out a way to help each other. You understand? And now hearing him over the past, I heard him last week on Saturday. He did one of the playoff games for LES Express. And to hear the levels. Right? Level 5, come back to level 2.
It'll change.
Get 10 and come back down to level 7. I'm looking like, he ready. You understand? And then at the end of the game, he could have did better. Right? Because we never great. Right? We're striving to be great. You understand? And when you got games under your belt, I had the pleasure to go to Australia.
Nice.
And
crazy.
I had the pleasure to go to Australia, and I did 30 games in me and Dave Cha-Ching. We did 30 games in 3 days. Because my championship game, we had no voice.
Facts.
I've learned then, that day, I learned how to maneuver on levels.
My creators, you hear that once again,
So,
my creators?
You
It's that sound from season 2. It's that motto, pivoting.
Yeah.
Keep going, my bro. You got to keep going.
You have to figure out, if you don't figure out a way to learn your craft and master your craft,
Right.
the do's and the don'ts, what work and what won't.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I'm gonna give you a quick story. I had said this saying one time when I first started out, and I forgot what move the dude had made, and I said, "Damn, that didn't work out like the Twin Towers." And I got tweeted on, and the guy that tweeted about me is real renowned. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, the cancel culture
Right.
is before then, but I felt like I was getting canceled. Right? And I realized that doesn't work because that affected a lot of lives, right? So I couldn't say that. Immediately I went, retweeted what he said, apologized publicly, went to my park, apologized publicly, whether he was there or not, and he retweeted and said, big stand-up, Mike Larry's a stand-up guy because of what he did. But I had to learn that.
Right.
If I don't say that, I never know. Right. You understand? So we have to figure out a way to just learn it.
Mistakes, right?
Everybody,
What's your motto?
You're allowed to be silly, not stupid.
Right.
You understand? So,
that's facts.
you know what I mean? You have your moments, and you built from that. You understand? You built from that. So that's definitely a pleasure just to learn and build.
Now that's what's up. Let's really definitely still stay on that. And I want my creators to really understand where I'm going to come from with this. As you're saying that, you know what I'm saying? You got to watch your levels. You got to really, keep the pace. Stay at bay. You know what I'm saying? For me as a media guy, it's kind of the same thing in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Media figure, the interviews and everything like that.
Yeah.
When it comes to not so great talent, right? On one hand, no, we're going to get to that. When it comes to not so great talent, I want everybody to come in.
I'm gonna head out on this.
How well do you book bag what you do? Because over here on this side with media and everything, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. In my career, I done said this before.
Book bag what you do?
Yeah, book bag the interview, and I hate that shit with a passion.
What do you mean by book bag?
No, what I mean, like, as far as anything like book bag. So bringing up the term book bag in the interview was like, all right, if I have like a said guest, right, and the energy is trash, horrible, they're not really giving me nothing. I gotta pull everything. Book bag it, and carry everything. Yeah. So for y'all, when it comes to like whack talent, even though let's say trash, they're on a team that's winning, it's still trash. It's like, damn, they still affecting the crowd. How well do y'all like maneuver to like really book bag it? Now, real talk, go into that.
Answer that.
I'm gonna call a game, and Mike gonna entertain the crowd.
Okay. Okay.
I'm the announcer, he the entertainer.
Right. Okay.
That's why we are the bad boys of StreetBall.
No,
So they're the greatest show in the world.
No, right. But when it's Dolo though.
When it's Dolo?
Yeah, when it's Dolo. I'm not saying I'm not going against when y'all do whatever. When it's Dolo.
When it's Dolo,
right.
You gotta announce, entertain. You gotta announce and entertain, right?
Right.
And then sometimes you can just take a play or two off and punch in. That's when you Dolo. You punch in.
Okay.
You only punch in when you Dolo.
With myself, what I try to do is there's 3 games you got to entertain, right? Or there's 3 entities that you're entertaining or that you calling, right?
Right.
Per se. There's 3 things that you're calling throughout your day. You got the actual game, you have the crowd, and you have what's happening outside the park. If you're not smart enough, what's happening outside the park could affect what's happening inside.
By far.
So every now and again, so if the game is terrible, I still have to manage those 3 aspects.
Right.
What I tend to do is I find a group of people in the crowd that's having the time of their life. I'm gonna ride that wave.
Right.
I'm gonna call the game and I'm gonna joke with them. I'm gonna laugh with them because they gonna come back tomorrow. But if they watching the game, it could probably be the end of their summer. I'm not coming back here. That game was trash.
Right.
But the announcer,
I'm coming back here because
I'll come for him.
I was entertained.
I'll come for him. Right.
So you have to find which area of the game you want to call. The crowd is a major factor.
Right.
You understand? And then based on that, and the players start to feel when your energy is not focused on them, then they want to pick it up a notch.
Right.
And it just takes one or two, 3 or 4 or 5 plays just to get you right.
Right.
And if we have a good spurt, then we can have a game. And back and forth we go like 2 big people at a buffet.
Right.
So we figure that out. You understand? We figure that out as the game go along.
Right.
You understand? Slim.
Yeah, Slim, you gotta chime in on that. Though,
Yeah,
because I said, because real talk, story, we do
real talk,
story time.
Slim,
I don't witness this man. No, I don't witness. I don't
games.
witness this man when it came to that.
Right.
Yeah.
He looked at me on the sideline. I'm like, yo, fam. Yo, turn this shit the fuck up. Like, stop playing with me. Yo, turn this shit the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about if they whack or not. Turn this shit the fuck up. And he go. So, you gotta talk to us, Slim.
That's actually a great question because it does happen a lot. But it's pretty much, they cover pretty much what it is that you gotta find something else to draw the crowd in.
Right.
I literally, one time I was doing a game, and the game was trash, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I started talking about dudes who bring their girls to their game, and they not getting no minutes or they getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now she rooting for number 45 and you were 23.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you want to end up in group chat. So I really went with that for like a good 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And the whole crowd was laughing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody chiming in like, yeah, I remember this. So you find something else to start talking about. But like Michael Larry said, once you start doing that, now the players is, oh, snap. He's not even calling the game no more.
Let me lock
We
in.
whack.
Yeah.
So now let me turn up. So now you turn back up. Now you did, then you right back into back to live action. So now we here and now they turned up and you turn back up. So now that crowd is locked in again.
Right.
But like you definitely can. Sometimes it's tough because if the game is whack and the crowd is whack and there's nothing really going on, it's tough to find something. But this is why we do what we do, and this is why we work on our craft.
Right.
So you got to find something. It could be anything. Like Mike said, it could be some people in the crowd. It could be in a chick in the crowd.
Yeah.
It could be.
That's
you know
always my thing. I always find one female.
He
Okay.
He do.
Okay, hey,
He walk him out.
that's a
He
given.
walk him out.
Yeah, that's a given. That's a given.
He always say, "What you tell me?"
Yo, Mike. Can we walk some?
And I find one.
Right. But you gotta be like, yo, Mike,
Yeah, right.
can we walk some?
Right.
Because you got to change the mood.
Right, by far.
Because people watch the
fault.
game, they saying it's trash. So now it's our job as because like Rel said, we're not just announcers, we're entertainers.
Yeah.
Right.
So as entertainers,
Right.
we got to find something else
Right.
to entertain the crowd with.
By far.
I went hard when I was
The
in
show
Barclays.
goes on.
When I was in Barclays, I was telling dudes, you're a good dude, bro. You brought your girl to Barclays and got her floor seats. It don't matter, $20.
That's a fact.
Nobody know that. Cause when she her group chat later on, she gonna tell her friends he got you floor seats.
Right.
It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? So that,
Right.
so now everybody,
Right.
Your night going and right.
your night going,
Right.
hey, bro, you
Yeah.
in the group chat
Right.
right now, but like that's all it is, man. You got to find something else to
You have
entertain the
to.
crowd with
That's a
because
must.
we're entertainers. So it's our job. It's not. We can't rely on the game to entertain the crowd all the time.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we don't need to be here.
Right.
So now what you gonna do?
That's
Figure
a
it
super
out.
fact.
Some
Uncle Ray
dudes
Ray
can't
could
figure it
call
out.
a game.
Uncle Ray Ray facts.
He could call a
Dude
game.
from the third floor on the project call
Right.
a game.
It's basketball. You feel like if an old school dude could call a basketball, it's basketball.
Ball. Right.
What do you bring to the table that's different from the next person?
Mm-hmm.
My energy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? What I say, how I say it, how I entertain the game.
Right.
Right? By the time you leave here, I need you to say, you know what I mean, Mike, Larry, Slim, and Rel, wow, they're different.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? I had somebody ask me, yo, would you, can I book you for a bar mitzvah? I said, absolutely.
Right. There we go.
I did one bar mitzvah in my life.
Right.
Would I ever do it again for that bag? Because them dudes know how to cut that check different. Absolutely. You feel what I'm saying?
He said, hey, it
They
is
know how
what
to
it
cut
is.
that check
He
different.
said it is what it is.
But why did he do that? All because of the show that I put on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, wow, I want you to do that. So it's all about what you put out there. You understand? So yeah, we have to book bag. You know what I mean? A couple
Right.
games.
Yeah,
to carry,
right.
We have to
I
carry it
definitely
through. And
had to.
you know what I mean? If you never done that, then you still haven't really did
Understand
your job.
the business.
Exactly.
You haven't
That
understood
has to happen. You know what I mean? More than one time in the summer. You understand? It has to happen. You gotta push it,
I just did it. The joint Queens I did.
Oh, wow.
Last game. Oh my God. The last game was a doozy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I gotta find it.
Gotta find it. Gotta find it.
It's like what he said. It was four chicks on this end. Their son was playing. They was hyped from jump ball. I'm gonna focus on them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we going.
son score
We
buckets?
going.
We gonna call this
We
game.
we gonna call it together. We gonna make a whole
Did the
vibe.
son score
together.
buckets though?
Yeah.
The son score buckets?
No, some was tough. Yeah.
Some was tough.
Some was
Okay,
tough.
there we
Some
go.
was tough.
That's all we need.
All right, that's all you need. That's all that matters.
Me and y'all, we locked in. We gonna change the whole mood of this gym.
Yeah, that's fact. Yo, real talk, man. Like through the wires and through the grapevine, you know what I'm saying, and all that. You know, heard the not friction, but more so. I wouldn't really say like,
Animosity.
yeah, in a way. What
Type of way.
Yeah, like some type of way, whatever. What? How does that come about, or for that matter, in your best, insight and everything like that? Where do you feel it comes from? And then on top of that, do you feel it's more so, is it league owners versus announcers in a way? Like, in a sense, like, all right, league owners, they make it selective who they want. And then, if that person can't come, they get political with it. Or is it more so with the announcers, more so like, all right, look, I don't care about that. Not right. I don't care about that. I gotta still do me. Like, take us into
can
that.
Can I just speak on that first, because he got a lot to say.
No. I mean, this is what we here for. No, this is what it's for.
Like,
I got one thing to say.
No, this is what it's for. You know what I'm saying? Like, real rap.
I just feel like it's a lot of different
variables,
reasons for that.
Okay.
Last time on part one, it was said, some of the commissioners, league owners, they want who they want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, this dude ain't here. I don't want nobody else.
Right.
Like Mike in the Paul, Rel in the Paul, but I don't want nobody else. I just want my guy. He ain't here. That's it.
Right.
So another part of it too is that we have to get away from this idea of, if he's winning, I'm losing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that if he's winning, that's fine. I don't mean I'm losing. He's getting booked for XYZ. All right, that's fine. I'm still gonna get booked for stuff too. So I think once we get away from that mentality, it changes a lot.
Right.
We have to, like, I always say, New York City is so big we could all eat.
By far.
It's 1,001 tournaments now. Different neighborhoods. Like,
you could raise the baller. Right. How about 5,000?
There's no reason to feel away. This dude's getting this book. This dude going to Australia. This dude going to Atlanta. There's no reason to get mad about that. You gotta really not care. And like Mike said earlier, focus on yourself. Stop worried about what this dude getting. I don't care. I can give a rat's ass. Like, I do not care. It does not bother me. I'm a salute. Right. What I'm gonna do, if I see Mike, oh, you on Australia, Mike? I'm in the DM. Yo, kill that joint. Oh, bro, you getting AliExpress? Kill that joint. I can show the DMs. Yeah. I don't care. And then once we get past that, it will be so much better. Like, I was thinking, saying on the way here, I said, we doing this. We did part one. We all in the same room. What era of basketball have you seen street balls from different parks, different areas, all in the same room?
Right.
Good. Rucker, Duke Singer, all of them. They you ain't see Joe Poe and them hanging out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was so segregated, but we gotta get away from that. Yeah. That's my feeling on that.
I see, because when you were speaking, Rel was itching to get in. Like, tag me, and yo, bro, let's get it. What's up, kid?
For the commissioners, right?
Right. I mean, like I said, the contrast. Or the dichotomy of it there.
For the commissioners and the streetball committee, if you ain't never seen me, you better check me out.
Facts.
If you ain't never seen me, you better check us out.
Facts.
If you ain't never heard us, you better check us out. Because if he dies, he dies. It's a body.
They said Ivan Drago.
My biggest thing is this. The friction comes from years, right? It's just our culture.
Right.
It's crab in the barrel, right?
Crabs in the barrel.
It's what can I do to tear this person down to build this person up?
Right.
You don't win like that. You go to Subways. Who's running that?
The Arabs.
You go to the delis. Who's running those?
Oh, the Ox.
The Arabs.
So somebody built something and passed it on to a culture.
Right.
And it's
passed it down.
the culture.
Generational wealth.
You understand? So it becomes, we have to, like Slim was saying, we have to get away from that. Like, my biggest competition is myself.
By fault.
You understand? I'm the one that Slim had posted something after y'all had did episode 1. He had said, tonight the culture won. Who texted you that?
He did. I can't remember.
I called him and I hit him up. I texted him and said, yo, we won as a culture. Streetball culture, we won. Not, what they were saying. You feel what I'm saying? To clear the air on certain things, right?
Nah, this is what we here. This is what we here for. This is what we here for. Listen, I'm not the Ruben spray for nothing. This is what we here for.
So here's a lot of people always want.
This is what we here for.
So a lot of people always want Mike Larry to react, right? I don't react, I respond.
Right.
So, Heckler, right? Oh, he's the reason why some people that's not working in Brooklyn. I gave up Coney Island. After day 1 in Coney Island, whoever they hired or whoever they had after me, they called me back. Can you come back? I declined to go back.
Right.
You understand? Whoever they had. So I'm kind of the reason why other people got that gig. Once again, the culture wins.
Right.
Because now it's, yo, Mike, could you do it? Nah, hit my partner Rel up. Rel, you're not free? Hold on 1 second. Let me call you right back. Slim, you good? Nah, heck. Like, you no matter what it is the culture is staying within.
Right.
You understand? So there's a lot of other things. Also was stated that my boy Mr. Spicy, Talk Spicy, Jaden, he stated I got a passport and I didn't fly out. You know what I mean? Mike Larry told me to get a passport and I ain't fly out to Australia. I had to flip on the people that didn't fly him out because Dave couldn't stay.
Right.
So they booked me to stay. I'm assuming they having Jaden fly out for the championship game. I get to the arena, yo, where my guy at? Oh, nah, we ain't sent for him because we got you. I told that man to get a passport. That costs. You know what I mean? Then I have to come back and apologize on their behalf. I'm not the one who made the mistake. But because my character is everything, my man, yo, my fault on that, B. I didn't know they was gonna do that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. So we have to get away from I'm the best. Jordan not worrying about LeBron being the best. Make it one better. Apple's not worrying about Samsung being the best. Samsung's not worrying about Apple being the best. They gonna have their customers is going, Samsung got a few selected, Apple got to select.
Right.
Mike Larry gonna have people that like him. Slim gonna have people that like him.
Right.
Dave and so on, and heck, everybody gonna have people that like them. So in my retrospect, we have to, the friction becomes when we allow others to dictate on how we feeling.
I was gonna say that too. It happens a lot of times too because it's like, I could post something, right? You my man, like, you know what I'm saying, years in. So if I post whatever, you know, I always post hashtag I'm top 5, right? It might be one of my peoples might be in my post. Now you number 1. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it. I didn't even encourage you to say that.
But your response matters. You understand what I'm saying?
So now somebody else might see that. What?
And then they go to the next person and say, yo, homeboy said he top 1.
Right. And I never even said it. Somebody else said, you know what I'm saying? And like, my peoples is always gonna feel that way because that's my peoples.
Right.
His wife is always gonna feel he's number 1 in the world. It doesn't matter who's gonna call with him. He's number 1.
You feel? Listen,
fine.
We allowed as people.
But you keep that in your house.
Yeah.
You don't have to publicly, you know what I'm saying, break that all over the place. Because now you bring attention between two people that don't need to be tension.
Right.
Listen, in the world, we allowed to do 3 things as people.
Definitely better as one. Mario said better as one, for sure.
Absolutely. Listen, what's my saying? If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. They don't understand that if you really want to go far, you go together. There's more, we could break down a barrier together than I could do it by myself. I need a break. Let me chill. Yo, pick up the sledgehammers, go down. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let's get it together. In the world, we're allowed to do 3 things as a people. We're allowed to respond, react, and overreact. 9 times out of 10, we always react and say we responded. We always overreact and say we responded. Sometimes a response sounds like this. You hear that?
Right.
Saying nothing.
Nothing. Sometimes a response is like that. I see the text, I see the post, I see what they be saying about me. My response is, God bless. Because I can't afford myself to get back and forth with that, because then I lose sight of my progress.
Right.
I am my competition. You understand? And we have to figure out a way, you know what I mean? Slowly but surely, with what Slim is doing with Volume 2, Volume 1, now Volume 2, or Episode 2.
Slim, you bring the culture.
Yeah.
You bring the culture together.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
That was the plan, man.
You know what I mean? He's definitely doing that. You feel what I'm saying? By bringing us together, you feel what I'm saying? And there's a lot more that needs to be said, and there's a lot more that needs to be done, you feel what I'm saying? But, you know, eventually we'll get there, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna take somebody to get there, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so here's my thing, right? From the outside looking in.
That is in the building.
Even though we're both the same, on the same corner, you know what I'm saying? Would y'all consider doing a union?
As far as what?
As far as a union, as far as amongst announcers? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because here's my thing.
Or like a whole, you know what's so crazy? You know what I always
Like,
think about?
like how they got the StreetBall commissioners.
Yeah. I was about to say that. Oh, you know what I always think about all the time, bro? Refs have a union.
Yeah, right.
Every ref in New York City,
Got
they have
somebody
a
who
union.
call and send them the games and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Like with that, like my thing. So my thing bringing that up is not to say that it would eliminate the problems, but would it more so lead into a process of what you're saying of, okay, we all going in as one. Let's go into that.
It only works one way: humility.
Right.
I have to humble myself ye to one another.
Right.
I have to say, yo, Slim, I can't do everything. When whoever, so to answer that, if BG was still on, I told BG I wanted to do that years ago, because I'm at a place with announcing where it's like, So I want to be the guy that say, yo, can you do this? Can you do this? Go, 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 go. I don't mind being that guy.
Right.
But would the person humble themselves for me to be that guy?
Yeah, I think.
You know what I mean? And I don't mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not being that, I don't even mind somebody else doing it.
It takes a lot.
It takes a million.
It takes a lot.
You feel what I'm saying?
It takes a lot.
But some people, you just have to humble yourself ye to one another.
Right.
There's nothing Slim can't tell me about my craft and me take it personally. You know what I mean? It's either if it's effective, I'll use it. If it's not, I trash it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And vice versa.
I feel like
All right, now Slim, go inside on that,
the
man.
roadblock with that would be, you got some people that have managers, you got some people that have a team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
Some people that's just big-headed.
that's just big headed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
the whole thing of like, he said, I'm gonna be the one that's pinpointing this and pinpointing that. It's things that can go wrong with that.
Absolutely.
I don't want to go do this gig.
Yeah.
I don't want to go do that. You know what I'm saying? So how many times can I tell you I don't want to go do something before you be like, I
Right,
ain't
I'm not
calling
calling
no
for
more.
nothing no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like some people just feel better working by themselves and working on their own and making their own situations.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely situations
You
that I
definitely
might
got to build your own brand.
and that too. People want to build their own brand. It's like, and then another thing too, and I'm gonna be honest with me, the reason why I move the way I move, I don't want anybody to ever at the end of the day say, I put Slim here.
Okay.
That's you can call me selfish, you can call me whatever.
Okay.
That's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Nobody can say, I put Slim here.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't got no manager.
Yeah.
I don't got no team.
Right.
It's all DM me personally.
Yeah.
And we gonna have a conversation.
And you networking and everything.
So it's like, how many people can get past that part? When people can get past somebody else speaking for them, or somebody else kind of controlling to a sense what they do, where they go.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta work around me, my schedule as a father, as having a job. I gotta work around my own schedule.
And then you got a lot of people that also, I'm the type like just tell. When I get information, sometimes that information is not worth to be said. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I called this person to get him this gig. When truth of the matter is, I got a call prior to that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Why didn't you just tell me you got the call already? Why? We both winning already. What is it going to change? Nothing.
I don't even gotta tell you the conversation I had to get you.
I don't have to
all I'm
tell
gonna
you
get you is say, are you available?
I don't have to have the conversation to you about a conversation to have with somebody else. It's not your business. Yo, Mike, are you available to go to Australia? Yes.
Right.
Then I get a call from my boy. You feel what I'm saying? I still consider him a friend, you know what I mean? Not sure if he does the same way, but yo, Mike, you got your passport? I just got back from Jamaica. You got yours? Nah, yeah, I'm getting it. But call this number, we got word. Oh yeah, I bet. It's not a big deal what the conversation was prior to that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, we both going someplace we didn't think. 28-hour flight.
That's tough.
Damn.
That's tough. I'm 6 feet. My knees is dead.
This is you. I can do.
3 meals on a flight.
Ruben Spray can't do no more than maybe
14 to Abu Dhabi.
7. Easy.
13 to
Maybe
Melbourne,
8.
Australia. What I look like?
I
10,
can't
what I
do-
look like?
Damn.
What's the beef? 28. Shit.
It's tough. 28 is tough.
I don't think there's that much
October
alcohol.
I was in September I was in Jamaica. November I was in Australia. I'm sorry. September I was in Jamaica. October I was in Costa Rica. November I was in Australia. January I'm in LA. Primetime basketball. Big shout out to my man Byron Scott and John Ashwick. Why? Like, it doesn't matter what the conversation was with Slim. How many times I called you, Slim, to try to, yo, you available? Like,
Many.
Why?
Many.
I'm not that I can't do it. It's either one, I'm too tired, I'm tapped out. That's another thing. We got to learn how to tap out. Yo, take this, B. I'm going to kill myself, man. You know what I mean? the union thing, I would love to do the union.
No, right.
thing.
I mean, because
You know what I mean? I think it makes sense, but like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of factors.
it's going to take a lot. It's a lot of factors.
Managers, you know what I mean? Built in a brand.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Can it still be done? Absolutely. With managers and brands?
Absolutely. By far.
Absolutely. You
I mean,
feel what
shit.
I'm
I mean,
saying?
look, listen. Let's put it like this: if actors can get it done, right? If we're talking about entertainment, right? The whole word of entertainment, period.
Yeah.
If actors can get it done,
That's all.
and that's
y'all gonna watch the
that's
episode.
sad,
You're not getting no more
right?
of this live.
Screen Actors Guild Union and all
Yeah,
that.
tune in. Stop playing.
You know,
Go, pop it.
Tune in.
so in the beginning.
Right. Screen Actors Guild. All the mega stars to mid-level tier, low-level tier, they got managers. They get it done. So it's
And
hard.
they got a union.
And they got a union. So it's hard. Like as what you're saying, for me, as I said, outside in, other side of the coin. Even though we are entertainers, regardless.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other side of the coin.
Absolutely.
I find it hard for me to believe. As big as an entity as streetball basketball has become, as big as entities as you guys have become, I find it hard, even though what we even just said. Like, okay, wait a minute, but if actors could get it done, and actors go through, I hate to say it, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times even more, business-wise, of the acumen of what you guys go through, how is it that within NYC, it can't be done, and in a smaller, not in a smaller scope.
But
you know what I'm saying?
It's that one word. I guarantee.
Yeah,
you,
right.
It's humility.
Right.
Because the actors are humbled enough to know that I'm in a union.
Right.
But they also knowledgeable enough to know I still have a manager.
Right.
But they humbled enough. There's no with pride comes before a fall. You have to humble yourself. If you do not humble yourself, right? What if there's a gig that I really want, but my name wasn't next on that list? I had somebody come to me and told me, and they gave me an opportunity to do an event. And big shout out to my man Dre Ambrose, right?
Yeah.
And he managed Jaden. He
Right.
managed Mr. Talk Spicy. And he called me and he said, yo, I got a game talk show to do for you that I want you to do. Sponsored by East Bay and Champ Sports. And I did. You know what I mean? I said, good looking out for that. You feel what I'm saying? You booked that gig, appreciate you. You feel what I'm saying? Jaden's now in Atlanta doing Overtime Elite.
Yeah.
I would love that gig. I would really, really love that the Overtime Elite joint. You feel what I'm saying? But once again, it wasn't my call.
Right.
Right? It takes humility for me to say that wasn't for me to do. As much as I wanted it.
Right.
How come you didn't call Mike? I could travel on the weekends. Right? So it's like, it took enough humility for me to say, yo, and then if you call, I could call Jaden right now, put him on speaker. First thing I say, yo, kill that joint.
Right.
Because when you win, I win.
Right.
When you win, we win.
Right.
You understand? So some people, and you can't allow people to place you in a box. Right? I just don't do basketball. I do everything else too. You know what I mean? Some people think, nah, but I think you're just good at hosting. No, I'm good at everything. I believe I'm good at everything, and I've proven I'm good at everything.
Right.
You understand? Don't box me.
Right.
You feel me? Just give me an opportunity.
I'm not just
Who does that sound like, my creators?
I'm not just announcing, I'm an
Creators.
entertainer.
Who did Mike just sound like, my creators? Kind of like the Ruby sprayer, right? Many times in the Senate. So, don't put me in no goddamn fucking box.
But it takes humility. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? I'm humble enough to go in a tournament that Slim is announcing and sit there in the crowd and not critique him. It's now, as announcers, as an actor, as anybody, it's gonna be hard. Anybody that's doing what you do, you're gonna automatically critique.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Right?
That's super hard.
But we have to learn how to critique in a way where we encourage.
That's what I was gonna say.
We can't say, yo, that shit was trash, B. He's terrible. No, he's not. He just don't do what you do or how you do it.
Right. Right.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
man.
Samsung phone is not a bad phone. It just don't do what my Apple do. I love my Apple.
Definitely not bad. I love my phone.
You feel what I'm saying?
talking
Apple don't do what Samsung do.
Because
feel what I'm
you
saying?
love your motherfucker.
I love
Yeah,
my
he do. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you no one's calling, Apple's not calling Samsung to say, yo, why you got a wireless charger? For what? They still got money to make. So we have to learn how to critique with encouragement.
Right.
Not critique out of you know what I mean? Just any other, you trash. No, he just do it different. He don't do it the way you do it. If everybody would do it for you, if everybody did the same way you did it, then God would have only created you and no one else in this world. I always say, dare to be different.
Critiquing I like that. That's crazy.
You got to critique for encouragement, man.
But here's the thing with that, right? How many people can you actually hit up and say, yo, you know what? Your shit was great. I feel like you could have did it without somebody taking that shit at you.
It's not, so now it becomes,
it's tough,
but why we can't have that conversation?
So we could have that conversation. It's word semantics, right?
Right.
After I did an event and I felt like I did a swell job, or maybe I couldn't, it's how you present it, right? I'm not calling you to say, yo, you did a great event, but I think you should have done. I'm gonna hit you with you did a swell job, B. Keep doing your thing.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. This is just something that I'm doing. Here how I formulate it. Here's a catch. Anything you would have done differently?
Right.
Now, he leaves the door open me.
It's a better engagement.
How I can you understand what I'm saying?
It's a better engagement.
Word semantics. You understand? Like, how do you formulate these words? How can I encourage my brother without him feeling some kind of way? Right. You understand? When Rel first came on, there was a time me and Rel, we'll talk over each other. And I was like, yo, how could I tell him without making him feel like he's doing something wrong?
Right.
But that's not how this go.
Right.
So I say, yo, at the 2-minute mark, I'm gonna say this. Immediately when I'm stopped, you say it.
Right.
He said the same thing.
Right.
And he was like, yo, Mike, it's on you, your show. But you understand? It's words, your presentation is everything. You understand? Your presentation, you would not sit and talk to Mr. President Obama and say, yo, what's popping, huh?
Right.
The first time he hear you, like, why is this guy, how did he get past security?
Why is he talking to me?
But if you say, excuse me, sir, that right there bought you 10 more seconds to ask whatever you have to ask.
Because what it is, real talk at the end of the day, and I've always said it, my creatives, and Slim, I've even told Slim about this, many a times we talked about entertainment. The most important thing when it comes to this entertainment business, key thing, understand 2 numbers, 4 and 30. Why? Those are the seconds. You got 4 to 30 seconds to pitch yourself, and it's either it goes this way or it goes down this way.
Representation.
Real shit. Real shit. You got 4 to 30 seconds. If you go past that, you did a great job. Pretty much. If you get drinks here and there, if y'all find a way to go to the next spot and talk it up. There's a contract maybe involved.
I could confirm that as well. Once again, primetime basketball, the CEO is Coach Byron Scott, former Los Angeles Lakers, New Jersey Net coach. The COO is John Ashwick. And I was, once again, a no doesn't scare me.
Right.
I jumped in Byron Scott's DM. How you doing? I go by the name of Mike Larry. My name is Larry A.J. I go by the name of Mike Larry, Rucker Park announcer. I'm just wondering if y'all looking for an announcer.
Right.
The worst thing he could tell me is no, or just leaving me on scene.
Right, that's it.
He texted me right back and said, call this number in 5 minutes. I called it in 4. How you doing, Mr. Ash? My name is Larry A.J. I go by the name of Mike Larry, looking for, want to know if y'all looking for an announcer. He said, we got a game on tomorrow in New Jersey at Rutgers University. Be there. I said, all right, cool. No money, I'm not looking for no dollars or nothing. I'm looking for an opportunity. My talent created the opportunity. Rucker Park gave me the platform, but my talent created the opportunity. He says, all right, we're going to give you 12 minutes, first quarter, to show us what you got. I said, all I need is 12. I was doing it with another announcer who I call the GO.A.T, who was somebody that I always looked up to, and he still mentored me, Booby Smooth, the politician.
Yeah, we gonna get
Uncle Booby!
After this, a little bit after this, we gonna get to the next one. Trust me.
I did a game, and I said, yo, you want to take one team and I take a team? He said, nah, I'm gonna do I'm gonna call the game and you do the color commentary like you punching. And I'm like, he don't know, I only got 12 minutes. Like, this is all I have.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, cool. Now, my faith is in God. I always believe what's mine is mine.
Fact.
Real talk. Booby, I got a phone call and said, take it. I looked up, 6 minutes on the clock. I went ham for 6 minutes.
There you go.
By the time I went back to John Ashwick and Byron Scott was sitting next to each other, I took them to Mike. I said, I appreciate the opportunity. They pushed my hand back and said, oh, no, finish the game.
How do you feel about that?
It was
Not real talk. Tell you going to
it was my hard work is paying off. This was
You know what
you understand? Yeah, go ahead.
hard work pays off. The laborer is worthy of his hire.
Nice. There
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's
So
super facts.
it was that for me. The way I felt was, I know what happened if I'm scared to say to ask.
Right.
Now the no scared me. Right? The no don't scare me. It just put me in a position that I was stuck in.
Right.
He said, all right, bet. Kill. I said, thank you for the opportunity at the end of the game. He said, how much you want? I said, oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Game figure, cut check. I get home, 2 days later, they call me, we want to fly you out to LA. You're officially on tour with us. Prior to COVID, we were supposed to go to Israel in 2019. You understand? So but we have to jump out the boat and step on water. Jesus said, come unto me, right? To Peter, step on water. Keep your eyes on him.
Or even better, hey, somebody got to make it a Noah's Ark.
You feel what I'm saying?
Animals made it, people made it,
and that
land made it.
And that was me. You
That's
feel
what
I'm
it
saying?
is.
So we have to humble ourselves, ye one to another. You know what I mean? Focus on you and only you. You
Right.
understand? If you could critique with an encouragement, then do that. Sometimes critiquing is not necessary. Right? Like, and then if Slim was to tell me, yo, Mike, I think you did a hell of a job, but I think you would have had this. Now you have to be prepared for the rebuttal. You understand? Because there's sometimes when people want to give you a critique, but they don't want to take it back.
Right.
Some people that could judge you, but don't want to be judged, right? Like, I'm the type of person, if I critique you, I have to expect for your rebuttal to say, oh, there's a reason why I didn't do that, Mike.
Right.
You understand? But sometimes not that's even to fail, but I know why. I'm not going to even ask why he could have did something different.
Right.
He probably has there's a method to his madness, right? The reason why he probably didn't say this, or a reason why he didn't do that. And I know the reason. You know the reason too. You do too, and you do too. Because he ain't us. He ain't me. You understand? Yo, Slim, I would have did it this way. Yo, Real, I would have did it this way. No, you would have did it that way.
Right.
You're not me.
Right.
So a lot of the times the critique is really unnecessary.
Right.
You understand? But if you're cool enough, then you could do it. Every game after this summer, I drove from home. And we'll talk
about what happened.
what we could do.
Feedback.
I'm allowed. I earned the right to do that with him and him like with, because we're teammates. We're partners. Right? So hey, yo, listen, this, that, and the other. We all seen the versus battle with the Locks and Dipset.
There's a difference.
My man Kiss ran the show, but he allowed everyone to play their part.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Once we learn how to do that, we be good. On to the next topic. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, no.
We definitely got some
That
problems. We got
versus
some
battle,
problems we got to
right?
get
It was
to.
one thing you told me.
What was that? What I told you? What I told you? What I told you? Go ahead, tell the camera. What I told you.
I heard Harlemite, don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, well, you heard the truth that Locks is better, but go ahead. Don't be no Harlemite shit.
Yo,
Go ahead. How I told you?
yo. Who cut that check?
Oh. Yeah, we did. It's all about the position you put yourself in.
Right. Now,
Yeah,
super
see?
facts. All right.
Definitely got some other topics.
You was definitely,
Yeah.
you definitely, let's go on this, man, because you definitely within that, it was great. That was great insight. You definitely talking about Booby Smooth being your GOAT.
Yo, son,
Real talk.
We can overeat some champagne? My fault. I'm getting off subject.
Yeah, you are.
No, it's all good.
That'll do that.
I think our discounts right now.
Nah.
You know the vibe when I come outside.
Right, but real talk, you definitely mentioned about GOATs. And with y'all, there's many that could say who's the GOAT or errors of them. Who is y'all GOAT though? I mean, I know you said Booby, but besides that, let's say if Booby wasn't, if Booby wasn't yours, let's just say, who would you say, all right, clear cut, GOAT?
I'm going to stick with Booby. The only reason why, because Booby took what we do and made it a career.
Okay.
The man was on ESPN for about 6 to 10 years running.
Right.
ESPN, he had a show.
Right.
Not the NBA TV when they was Aaron Rucker, a show.
I remember that show too.
It was called The Nation.
Right.
He had a show.
Right.
Took what we do and made it a career. You're gonna be your GOAT. You stamped in my book.
Okay.
You understand? So and that doesn't take away from nobody else.
Right.
Shout out to Joe Pope. Shout out to Outkast. Shout out to Duke Tango. You know, I'm D to the U to the K to the T to the N to the G. Shout out to all of them, right? Shout out to Dave. Shout out to everybody. But Booby is my GOAT because he took something that he did and made it a career.
Yo, you know what I said, right?
Right.
You know what I said? After my first game at Rucker, right? I called the winning shot when White Chocolate hit the 4-point play. Only park in New York City with a 4-point mark.
Yeah, we got a
55th,
4-point
come
mark.
see us.
Facts.
Right.
It ain't only basketball, it's entertainment.
Facts.
You know what I said? I said, AG taught me how to run Harlem, but I wanted to be like Uncle Booby.
Right.
He showed me how to run it. He showed me how to run this nation. And I said this to myself, and I said, yo, Mike, AG, with the like, I was entertained. He taught me how to run Harlem.
Right.
Uncle Booby taught me how to be internationally renowned. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Uncle Booby.
Yeah,
Super facts.
Shout out to Hannibal. Shout out to them.
Shout out to EJ the Mayor. You know what I mean? Doing it for 19, 20 years, something like
Shout
that.
out to Gumby.
You know what I mean?
Taz.
Taz. Like they all had they, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hannibal was the only one I know that was a human mascot.
Yeah.
Right.
The original.
Right.
Hannibal took a belt and a robe
Right.
and made himself a character that people would come
ran with it.
People would, and he barely called games.
Ran it.
Right about Hannibal. He didn't call games.
He got called when EJ had took a hiatus. He had called the games or whatever for a year or two.
Right.
But majority, he didn't call games.
He brought the WWE
But
pretty
people
much
would-
to home.
People will come to Rucker because they want to see him with
What
a
he's going
robe
to do.
and a belt.
And what are you going to do?
They
With
want
his
to see him.
glasses.
They want
With
to
his
see him.
glasses
They
on.
want
He
to
ain't doing game
on.
without his shades on.
They want to see him
show
show
his ass.
Right.
They want
And
to see
he
him
took
beat
that
him.
and ran with it.
And ran
That's
with
the
it.
thing. That's the
But
thing.
And did what he was supposed to do.
You got to stick to what you do.
Stick to your guns.
Nothing
Shout
more
out to
than less.
Hannibal, man.
That goes right back to what you said about why you didn't do it that way, Slim. Because I'm not
you.
Mike Larry.
You know what I'm saying?
You
I
gotta be
respect that,
to be
B.
you.
You gotta be your own
I
lane.
respect
Because
that.
Be your own
booking
lane.
you, I want to book Rel.
Yeah.
I don't want to book Mike Larry. Not to say that I'm like that. I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
want to book
yeah,
Rel.
uh-huh.
I don't want to book Mike Larry.
Yeah.
So I want Rel
To be Rel.
sound like Rel.
Yeah.
Right.
I want Rel to be Rel.
If I
You
wanted
feel
Mike
what I'm
Larry,
saying?
I would
would've
have booked Mike Larry.
Yeah.
And that's what it
Agreed.
goes down to.
Agreed.
As far as the GOAT thing, everybody know my answer has never changed.
Never.
Joe Poe is
Joe
my
Pope
GOAT.
is his. I knew him. I knew
Pope.
him in my sleep. Like, he Joe
Freak,
Pope.
because
You feel what I'm
to
saying?
me-
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off. Big shout out to Joe Pope. Me and Joe Pope. Me and Joe Pope did an event together.
Man.
The check they cut, I was able to buy myself a car. I'm gonna let y'all, if I say a car, then y'all know how much cars cost. So I was able to buy myself a check. I was able to buy myself a car with that check. Me and Joe Pope did an event. I ain't gonna say the brand we did it for, you feel what I'm saying? But me and him did an event together, you know what I mean, that aired overseas, in Japan.
Yeah, that's crazy. Joe Poe.
Yeah, go ahead, back to you.
I feel like
Joe Poe.
I feel like he was
I'm chime in.
the best at mixing the comedy with, because Boogie was great at it too. Yeah.
Right.
Joe Poe was great at mixing the comedy with
vigor.
the announcing, but he also knew the game.
Yeah.
Like he's really calling the game, he's calling
Pinpoint.
what the players are gonna do, how they're gonna do it, and he's mixing in with I'm gonna cut ass over here for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be right with you, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut ass over
I
5
seen him
minutes.
do it. Yeah,
and
I
I'm never gonna take my focus off of the game.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I literally, when I first started going to Dykeman, it was just like, I didn't really care about the game.
His Dykeman
I wanted to hear Joe Poe.
Crazy.
I wanted to hear Joe Poe. And shout out to Dave has kept that going with that. The people, they go to Dykeman to see Dave, you know, if they see the game, whatever game is lit, but they going to see Dave, man. I've seen it. So shout out to him for that. But I feel like Joe Poe was the first one to start really, and me, he the one that, like I said on part one, I grew up when I started seeing Joe Poe. I'm like, yo, I think I kind of want to do this.
Yeah.
He the one that made me want to do
It
it.
was
That
Joe.
him.
It was Joe Poe for you.
It was Joe Poe. Joe Poe and my man Butter.
Yeah. And for me, it was Booby Smooth. Like
For
that's
me,
what made wanna do
it was Booby Smooth in the Kingdom. Then after Booby Smooth, it was Taz.
Taz is tough.
Taz with
is
the
tough. Taz is tough.
ESPN Sports Center. This just in.
Yeah.
It was
Shout out to my man Taz, Mr.
Big shout-
ESPN.
Yeah, big shout out to Taz,
Definitely
brother.
Joe Poe. I definitely gotta give my boy Butter. I gotta give my boy
yeah.
Butter love too.
Yeah,
He's the
Butter
one.
from the kid.
Like I used to call him my mentor.
Yeah.
Because when I was in high school, I used to cut my last period class and go to West Fork almost every day to hoop. I started hanging out, watching the games, and I'm sitting in the crowd, and I'm just like, yo, people watching the game, but they really listening to this dude.
Yeah.
To see what he's gonna say, and he just came up with some of the best lines, the best catchphrases.
Yeah.
And then he was the one I started getting cool with and putting West Fork.
What was What's funny? Can I ask a question, Owen? What is one of your best lines you ever heard or heard your mentor or another announcer say?
Wow. First of all, Buddy used to, like if you did a move or whatever. No, actually one of the best lines I heard him say. It was like, you know how a ball player mess up. My bad. Nah, it's not your fault, it's your parents' fault.
Wow. That was it. That was it. That was it. That was it. That was it.
That and he used to say, like when dude stumble or whatever, that's what happened when you buy your sneakers in a box.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, you get it off the wire. The crazy thing I
With the
ever
wire.
heard was
I told
Booby
Lonzo that
Smooth.
one time. He brought his things with the wire. He brought them out the store like this.
Yeah, I heard Booby Smooth one time say it, man. I'm in the crowd and some dude said, "Hey, yo, Booby." He said, "Whoa, you ate a lot of cheese doodle, heavy he said, light on the cheese, heavy on the doodle, huh?" And that joint had me weak. I say, yo, man, but that was Booby.
Yo, remember Booby with the white tees?
He'll fry you.
Oh my
He'll fry
God!
you.
Yeah, I
He'll
used to
tie
make sure
him
my
up
white tee was out the back.
Everybody,
I went to
there was a
Rose.
line down the block.
You only had to be around Booby Smooth. Your white tee had to be brand
Crispy.
new.
Crispy.
I didn't put
Fresh
my
out the
white tee
press.
until he see me put it on. Like,
That's a fact.
hey, yo, Booby, crack, look, you know what I mean? Leave me alone. He'd be like, all right, you good,
good
yo,
for
fella.
that.
Like, that was one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, Joe pulled my
For
girl.
me, it was when Taz said, "Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo," right?
This
It's just in, right? We got a private investigator. We got to find that man eyebrows. Because like he got hit with a move so crazy that his eyebrows fell. Like pick up your eyebrows. Like that Taz.
Taz was a comedian.
I personally,
Taz was a comedian.
and I think Taz is one of the smoothest announcers. Like his levels is just like,
Yeah.
like he's just out there.
Yeah.
Like you really calling the game or you just walking around.
Yeah.
Like, he's just out there. And I like that about Taz. Like
Yeah,
to
nah,
me,
that's
he's
a
one of the
fact.
smoothest
Taz
announcers.
is-
Like
he's
he ain't
that
gonna
guy.
get too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna. He right there. The
Yeah.
whole game. He right
Baseline.
there.
Baseline, the whole game.
And you right there with him.
Yeah.
You right
Yeah.
there with him. He gonna be
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna yell. He ain't gonna scream. He ain't gonna.
Nah, that's a definite.
But it's
that's a definite.
still
shout out to them
entertaining.
city shakers.
Yeah, big shout out to all the announcers that the past, present,
paved the way.
and future, man.
Paved the way.
Facts. Past, present, and future, man. If we didn't mention y'all, you know what I mean, don't charge it to you know what I mean, don't charge it to our
Right.
hearts, charge it to our heads. Like y'all paved the way, y'all gave us y'all showed us something that was able to be done, and we just taking it to the next level. So shout out to the
Appreciate
past,
y'all. Thank
present,
y'all, man.
and the future. You know what I mean?
Without
I'm pretty
y'all,
sure
StreetBall wouldn't be what it is today.
that's a fact.
But just know, we about to take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah,
Cause it get different
When we on.
when you know what New York City sound like.
Can I all right, can I ask one?
Nah, man.
So
Slim, where you going?
always,
with this
we talking,
nah,
man.
you know,
We
me,
talking.
Slim, where you going, Slim?
Nah, we talking,
I
man.
trust Slim in his question.
Nah, we talking, man. We
What was
talking.
the
Slim?
I
moment?
trust Slim in his
What
question.
was the moment for you when you said, "Oh shit, I'm actually good at this"?
Oh, Isaiah Washington, St. Raymond versus, shout out to my guy, Taz, Marquise Noel.
Oh, that used to be the matchup.
I got
That
the rucker.
used to be
I
the
got off work.
matchup.
I got the rucker, and rest in peace, Greg Marius, CEO of Commission of Entertainers Basketball Classic, Rucker Park. I got to the park, and another announcer was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this game." After he just told me he don't do high school. So I'm like,
it was a big game.
damn, B, I gotta sit back. By the time this game's over, I know everybody gonna leave the park. Damn. Greg said, "No, Mike Larry's doing this game." What? Bet. Locked in.
Yep.
And it went to work.
Go
I
time.
remember that game too.
And Greg said, "Great job. Keep it going." Once he told me that,
Yeah, because that's somebody been around basketball forever, bro. That's somebody been around
he done
basketball
seen
forever.
all the
bro.
greats come and do it. B.
Yeah.
I said, "You gotta be kidding me." I said, "All right,
Yeah.
I'm here now.
That's
Go
it.
where?
Nobody could tell me nothing. I'm
Go where?
Can't tell me nowhere.
Yo,
I got stamped. Go where?"
not to cut you off. That's how I felt after that game, after game one.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you, Rookie of the Year last year, my man right here, B.
Okay.
He wilded out
Okay.
last summer.
Okay.
You know
No,
what I mean?
hold on. Let me clear
We
the air.
go.
Hold on.
We could go back to the conversation we had in Harlem. What's the first thing I told you in Queens when I got on the mic?
Oh yeah. Nah,
Yo,
real had a summer of his
I'm
life.
gonna let y'all.
But what's the first thing I told you? We got in Queens Week this summer.
I don't know.
What's it?
Let me cut the edge off.
Segue. He saved H2O's video. Shout out to H2O. He saved, because I filmed it.
Yeah.
The Queens Week, that was me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He saved H2O's video. Not to say that the event was happening slim and ever, but had he not been that animated per se, I would have gave it a little regular sauce. Yeah. I was like, oh, I got something for that.
Yeah,
I got something for that.
Nice. That's a fact.
You kept hearing his. If you look at the video, you hear the bits of him. You hear it.
Yeah.
And when it never had that oomph.
What's the little layup
season?
Yeah, right.
So what was your moment? What was your moment when you was like, all right, I'm fucking good at this?
I gotta go back to your question.
Yeah.
Mike called me
answered the question.
I wanted to address that.
Oh, nah, whatever.
I mean, but you still gotta answer
address
the
that.
question.
Address that and then still
answer his
same
question.
thing.
Come on now.
Last year, I take the summer 2021, rookie of the year. Woo. I'm not a rookie. Woo. I just got to the big stage. Woo. My stage getting bigger.
That's that Seth Rollins talk.
Shout out to Who's by the River, Commissioner Kelly. Shout out to Kingdom Haunch. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
Mixtape Munch, Black Gates Madness.
Yeah.
Now back to this. My moment, right?
Mm-hmm. It had to be game one.
It had to be game one. Right?
Rucker.
At Rucker. Last summer.
I was there for that.
This summer that just passed. The only park in America, I think that got a 4-point mark. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about America. Right. Y'all Google and get back to me.
Right.
White Chocolate brought that team from DC, Maryland, the Baltimore area, all them guys, right? Get white with it, white with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He hit that. I said, yeah, that's good, Mike.
Game time, yeah.
Game time.
Yeah. Ball game, he called ball game.
Boom.
I was there for that.
It dropped, right?
That was tough.
The crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't never get that much love in a park in my life.
Yeah.
Yo, where you come from?
Yeah.
Who you?
What's the IG?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Mike Larry, that's tough.
Yeah.
I love you, bro.
It's the way it was a setup. You know what I mean? They was down 3. Mm-hmm. I said, yo, they down 3, 4 points.
He called him before it happened too. He called White Chocolate.
He said, yo, White, this is activated. He called him.
This is activated.
This is activated. White came down and hit the 4-pointer.
But for you, was it feeling or just divine, right? Because that sounds divine, right, almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you call the
That's
man.
exactly what he said, though.
You call the man.
The 4-point play
come
is
to the
activated.
play. It's activated. Literally in the motion.
I'm gonna tell you about that in a minute. I want to know when did you feel like
my moment?
Your moment.
Yeah.
My moment was crazy. I actually got 2. My first moment was when I did Rivals Never Die. I did 10 games. I got there at 11 in the morning.
Long Island.
I didn't leave until 11 at night.
Mm-hmm.
I did 10 straight games.
You think I get $5
myself.
off them games you did? I know you got a bag off that.
By myself.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was able to keep going, I never sounded redundant. I never just said the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept coming up with shit, kept the energy going. The last game went to double overtime. Last game of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So mind you, I done did 9 games already.
9 joints already.
But
Fast.
the last one goes to double overtime.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I did that shit. And then I had to go back the next day.
Yeah.
I walked in the gym the next day, bro. The niggas was like, yo, why you back?
Yeah.
I said, 'cause I'm booked for 2 days.
Yeah.
He said, you got more shit to say?
Yeah. Why wouldn't
Yeah.
Don't
Damn
never stop.
fucking right.
That's when you knew.
I
Damn
got
fucking
the
right.
second moment. I did Brookville in Queens.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember he told me about that.
After the game,
He told me
a
about
lady comes up to me and she's like, with an older lady.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, you did a great job. I said, thank you. She said, she loved you. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who she is? I said, no. She said, she is the top bishop in this area in Queens.
that.
She's 75 years old.
Damn.
She loved you
Mm-hmm.
and said she wants to come back when you're here again.
That's what
all
it's
that
about,
matters.
man.
I was like,
That's all that matters.
That's
yo,
what
I'm
it's about,
stuck.
man.
Like,
That's what it's about. It's about.
that was my 2 moments when I realized.
It's
Okay.
about
Fucking
the
good.
people, right? It's
Yeah.
never just about. It's never really about us. Yes, My biggest thing is acknowledge us, because what we do is hard, man. It's not easy.
Look, shout out to y'all, because I done it
It's not easy.
sparingly. Shout out to my man Ian with his tournament at Eastside River House over there in the Bronx. I done did it. Slim witnessed me with it. I told him after the times, I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know how to fuck.
It's not easy.
I don't know how to fuck y'all
You know
do
what I'm
this
saying?
shit.
It's not easy. It's time consuming. You got to understand this. We take away time from our family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you've got kids, they're not seeing you for, not including your job, right? I work 7 to 3, 7 to 3:30. After that, I'm going to Rucker Park from 5 to 9:30. You do the math. By the time I get home, my daughter's asleep. I wake up. I'm waking up before them to get to work. So they didn't see me in 2 consecutive days.
Right.
You understand? Like it's time consuming. The travel. You feel what I'm saying? Some of us don't live down the block. Some of us live across the bridge. Toll. I pay $300 a month in toll. You feel what I'm saying? So if I ask for a certain price, you know, you make
It's a reason.
It's a reason why I'm asking for that.
reason.
You know
Not
what I mean?
just
You
asking.
gotta like it. You know what I mean? But you gotta respect it.
The value equates to
You
what I'm
understand?
asking.
And then
That's just
in
what it
any
is.
job, you get paid based on your experience, right? So you get paid. We want compensation of the experience it took to tune our craft. You understand? So it's not easy. And then for a bishop, you know what I mean? Myself, I had kids, I had parents from, you know what I mean? I had somebody come from Australia to New York.
Wow.
Because when I did the event in Australia, they said I couldn't wait to get to New York City.
Wow.
To catch a game. I really appreciate what you did. Like, you understand? People come up to you. That's what it's about. You want to leave that impact. You understand? If I don't have to do it no more, I left an impact. If I quit today, if I get on hands, I say, yo, it was my last time, you know what I mean? I just want to say it's my last year. My name will be mentioned because I left an impact. You understand? It's the impact that you want to leave in anything that you do. I don't want to just be alive. I want to be irrelevant. I want to be relevant. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be relevant. You understand? We have to learn how to just be relevant. And 9 times out of 10, the reason why we don't stand being relevant is because the negative culture. You understand? You ain't negative, you know what I mean, to do this. Nah, me talking down about somebody doesn't do nothing for me. It don't get me an extra bag. It didn't put money in my pocket. It didn't get me a TV deal, a sneaker deal. It didn't do nothing for me. You know what I mean? I want to be left with I want to leave an impact based on how positive I was to the world. You understand?
Into the culture.
Into the culture. You understand? Absolutely.
Now, yo, definitely let's piggyback on that right there, because that was going to be my next thing I wanted to ask you. For y'all, I want to know, is it moments or is it legacy now that you care about? Like real talk. I mean, because that's key now, because combined here alone is combined 30 plus of doing it. What comes first? Because for me, I'll keep it a buck. I've put in since 2006. I've been in entertainment since 2006. So I'm
gonna
in.
answer it off top. I'm working on my legacy.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer it off the top.
Okay.
I'm gonna take these moments.
Okay.
It's a body. If he dies, he dies. Baba Cooley, you reach out teach. Lay me. That was Queens.
That was a moment.
That was a moment.
Oh yeah.
Hey, white chocolate, this activated. The 4-point rock activated. You could go now. Money. Ball game. The moment. I'm building my legacy.
For me, it's a legacy at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I first started, I was looking for moments. Right. When I first started, it was, Dak, I need this moment to propel me for they to know who I am.
Right.
Right. So, but I got those over the course of the years.
Right.
So now I'm leaving a legacy. Like Mike Larry Entertainment is a brand, right? Mike Larry Entertainment LLC. You know, I'm the CEO and founder. My daughters is a president and vice president of my brand.
I love that.
Nah, that's fire. No, you bringing it down.
It's a legacy. So once I stop at any given moment, any of my daughters want to pick it up, they can run with it. You know what I mean? I'm breaking generational curses and building generational wealth. Right. You understand? So it's a legacy.
Right.
You understand? I always been asked, why you always tend to your oldest the way you do? Because I lost my first. I was supposed to have a boy and I lost my first. So she now automatically become my legacy. So I gotta be a little bit more hard on. I gotta teach her a little bit more because my legacy will live. When I'm long gone, people will come up to her and say, your father was a funny dude. Your father was this, your father was that. Based on what I teach her. You understand? So it's a legacy now. The moment lasts for a moment. The legacy lasts a lifetime.
Right.
You understand? So that's it for me.
Right.
You understand? In my early years, I'm looking for moments.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I need this moment. I need this opportunity. Now I'm at a place where it was like my talent create the opportunity.
It already
You feel
did.
what I'm saying? You could put me on any platform and you're gonna get the same Mike Larry.
Right.
Like I forgot who said it, but I heard somebody say, I don't half-ass in nothing that I do. Inky Johnson. So everything I do, I give my all. You know what I mean? And that's me. You know what I mean? So I'm building a legacy. But I had my moments.
That's what's up, Slim.
For me, it's definitely a legacy.
Okay.
Like I always say, I want my name mentioned. Whenever you talk about StreetBall, whenever you talk about announcing, I need my name to be mentioned. Rat's ass where it's mentioned.
That's a fact.
Just as long as it's mentioned. But honestly, my legacy is like, it's not really for me no more. It's for my daughter.
Okay.
Because I want my daughter I wanted to get to the point where people go, yo, sorry, that shit, your dad is Slim? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want her to feel that way. I want her to feel like, yo, that's my dad out there.
My dad's somebody.
That's my dad. Yeah, my dad is somebody. You know what I'm
That's a
saying? And
fact.
I always grew up like trying to find where was I gonna leave my mark in life. I knew it wasn't gonna be straight hooping because I wasn't that nice, super regular. So I wasn't gonna be. It wasn't that. So it's like, what can I do to find that mark where like when I walk in the park, I walk in the gym. Oh shit, Slim here.
Yeah.
It's good, Slim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the legacy right there. Legacy is that people know you for what you are, what you do, and I need my daughter to know me for what I am, what I do, and I need people to know her or like look at her like I want her friends to be like, oh shit, Slim's your dad? Yeah, shit. Word? That's my legacy I want to leave.
I seen Slim's daughter pick up a microphone. I think they was in the street or whatever, and he was like, look.
Yo, bro.
And yo, it made me smile, right? Anybody that I become close with, they automatically either become my niece or goddaughter, right? I'm like, look at Niecy, right? Off the rip. You find I got 2 daughters, and every once in a while, my daughter pick up the mic and be like, Daddy, how I sound like? Anything beyond 3 is money, and I start laughing, right? And I just hit me. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So to see that, I don't never see. Whenever I see anybody else's kids, I don't see the kid. I see the legacy.
Legacy.
Right? So I don't say, like the kid, like they would say, oh, Slim is your dad. I look at him and be like, that's your daughter?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the impact. You feel what I'm saying? If you're allowed to leave an impact, or you're allowed to lead them to their own demise. I want to leave an impact. My father told me at the age of 14, he said, son, you can always outlive a lie. What you talking about, man? Don't know what that means. So sometimes you ain't got to say nothing. You can always outlive a lie. And then my character, adversity builds character. My character started to show what people were saying is not true. That's not true what you said about my, look, I outlived the lies. Oh, snap. I'm at a place of peace right now. I had one of the biggest summers last year, and I'm not even talking about financially or lucrative. I'm talking about in peace. Yo, you need me for that? I'm not going back and forth with you. Yay or nay?
Right.
I'm at a place of peace.
Right.
You understand? I used to pray for patience. Now I pray for wisdom. For the Bible says wisdom is the principal thing, but in order I get an understanding. And I understand that without peace, I would not be able to operate in wisdom. So I needed to. You got to figure out how do you want to be remembered?
That's big. That's big.
And I want to add on too.
Before you said that though, you said the whole like the thing you said about reversing it is funny. Weaver one day, Eric Weaver told her one day, your dad looked just like you.
Yeah.
I said, wait, what?
Yeah. I told my wife that. I said, yo, if I was a girl, I'll be a beautiful girl. This is what based on my daughters.
Man. Nah, real talk. I'm gonna say something. Shout to Hip Hop Gamer. But he always told me when I was a producer, for his show at Hot 97 and everything like that, the one thing we used to always talk about on all our journeys, he would always say this number one thing: character is your currency. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And that, you don't understand how much, like I knew about things about my character, Slim will tell you, I always care about my character before anything else. But when he told me that, and he told me that when he first booked me for the Creed 2 movie premiere.
It's what you have.
Yeah, right.
It's all you have. If I take away your job, your money, your car, this, that, other, you still have your character. It's all you have. You understand? Like your integrity and your character is what you have. If I give any of those away, it's a done deal for me. I need this in order to get to that. You understand? My character is everything. There's plenty of time. It's like when you know what I mean? something go wrong in a relationship, you want to make sure that when you leave a girl, she ain't got nothing bad to say.
Right.
It ain't because you wasn't a dirtbag. It's because my character is what I have left. I need you to walk away with the, I messed up.
Right.
Even if it was my fault.
Right.
Your character.
Right.
You understand? My dad always said, listen, humility, the only way up is low. Humility. Right? This is why do I think I'm the greatest, one of the best to ever do it? Absolutely. Would I ever say it? Absolutely not.
Not supposed
It's
to.
not my job to say.
Right.
You know what I mean? To be honest, I'm going to always downplay it. Nah, man, I'm just happy to be here.
Yo,
I'm going to always downplay it.
I'm just happy to be mentioned.
I'm always
That's it.
downplay it.
That's it.
That's, you know what I mean? And
I'm just happy to be mentioned, but one thing you're gonna mention my name.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So the only thing, like, that humility is everything. In a matter of a day, I have a t-shirt line that says #stay humble.
Right.
I was doing a basketball game at Rucker Park.
Okay.
Top players was playing. Donovan Mitchell was there. A couple other players I can't remember, but I know his because he had a dunk that I had called that went YouTube and went viral. So I remember his especially. And celebrity guest coaches were Shaquille O'Neal and Cameron. My father said, I told my dad about the event. Yo, he told me to come. He want me to do the game. Like, they really want me to do the game. My father was like, all right, that's what's up. Hey, stay humble. My dad's supposed to say that. I met Shaquille O'Neal in about a handball courts in Rucker. And I'm talking to him, and he was like, yo, if I had a nickname, he never played at Rucker. He said, if I had a nickname, what would you have given me? I said, the serial killer. He said, why? I said, because there'd be mass murders time after time after time. And he was like, I like that. So I had to introduce him. So he was like, yo, young fella, what you call? I said, I'm Mike Larry. He said, yo, Mike, keep doing your thing, man. Big shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. He said, just stay humble, young fella. I'm like, that's two. Now I'm like, did you call Pops? Like, how you know to say that? I had a heckler, somebody that was in the crowd heckling me. And Cameron got up and said, yo, chill, let the young homie work. Chill. The guy, he was like, yo, keep doing your thing, man. Stay humble. 3 times in a matter of a day? So now that sucker's drilled in me. Like, no matter how high I get, no matter how good I gotta stay humble.
Because at the end of the
You
day,
have to.
it could go like this.
It
Like,
could
it could be
be
Thanos.
You have
It could be Thanos. It
Fast
could be
and humble.
Thanos.
And that's my everything.
Also, too, when you be humble, people want to work with you.
There you go.
By far.
You don't want to be like,
By far. You don't want the
You
word
don't want
out.
to be
You
like,
don't want the word out.
I can't work with this
Nigga,
nigga.
nah.
You don't want to be that guy.
Dave said, Chachinga said something in part 1 that had me laughing when I asked him about how does he feel about being called the GOAT. Does it matter to him? Does he believe it? He said, when I'm home by myself.
Right?
He said, it's the
home
only time
by
I think
himself?
about it.
Right?
He said, that's the only time I think about it. He said, I don't think about it no other time. I said, that's real. Like you said, of course you're going to feel like,
Nah,
I'm
but
bad,
I think it goes.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
go
make
out-
sure
I'm
that-
gonna
you gotta
go
make
out-
sure you're-
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead saying it.
You got to make sure that what you say, you practice. Because you can't say when I'm home by myself, but then you call yourself the GOAT. You understand? So that becomes what you're saying. You understand? Once again, your character means something. You feel what I'm saying? You can't say, yo, you know the vibe, the GOAT is outside, like, but I only think about that now. You would never hear me score my, I'm not the GOAT, man. Because I don't even know how much longer I'm gonna be doing
Yeah, but I think
man.
it's also mind over matter in a sense. I mean, because by all means, nobody's gonna ever feel like, just like rappers, just like a basketball player, an actor. There's not a single person that's not gonna feel, okay,
I'm it.
I'm the it.
Why would-
Now, no, right.
Why you doing it
right?
if
You
you
know
feel
what I'm
that
saying?
way?
Why are you coming into this? But the matter part now comes as, okay, hold on. I know that, but everybody else don't need to know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know it. That's great. I'm here. I know it. But everybody else don't need to know.
That's what Marilyn Braun said it.
Bro,
You don't need
Exactly
to
why
say it. It's not
people
up to you to
got
say it. It's other people to say it. And then
It's
even when
not-
they say it, it don't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It don't really
Everybody
matter.
got their own opinion.
Everybody got their own opinion. Everybody
Right.
got their own fans.
Everybody got fans. Everybody got their own feelings, right? Just keep doing what you do.
Stop caring.
You be the best. Be the best you.
At
Right.
all times.
Right.
At all times.
Right.
At all times.
So
At all
when I
times.
wake up, right, and I look myself in that mirror every morning, right, and I say, what version? I work in a school.
Same here.
So what version of myself am I gonna get these kids today?
Hey, listen. It's 180,
And I work.
And they need
180 days in
And
a
I
year.
work,
need the
and
best
I-
Maybe
and I-
215
and I work-
if you do
and
summer
I work
school.
with pre-K kids. I work with kids in pre-K, right?
Blessings to you, bro.
So,
I'm in middle
so look,
school.
I work with kids in pre-K, right? So, and I'm the first face they see in the morning. So their day is gonna go for my energy.
Right.
So
Right.
what version of me am I gonna present to these kids this day?
And
Every morning, every morning it's a blessing.
Right.
Because when I'm on the top of that step, them kids get out them calls, Mr. T.
Yeah.
Like that's energy.
And that's the same, and that goes the same way for calling a game, right? I heard an announcer one time tell me, "Oh, the announcer don't make the game, the players do."
That's a
And
lot.
I looked at
The hell you talking about?
I ain't, I don't do controversy. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? Whenever you ready to give up the
you be
mic,
quiet.
I'm about to change the atmosphere. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you dead, then they play lackadaisical. But if you go hard, I always tell them, don't end up on the app. It could be bad or it could be good.
You can end up on the app.
You end up on the app though. You feel what I'm saying? Now they always want, if I'm gonna end up on this app, it's gonna be the other way. We live in a social media world.
Yeah.
Don't end up on the app.
Man, you on the app, you're not good?
So, you know what I mean? Our energy means
You
everything.
outta here.
You feel what I'm saying? There was a couple of days in the summertime and he was like, what's your energy low? I'm like, yeah, I know. You feel what I'm saying? I know. Like my grandmother had passed away last year. You feel what I'm saying?
Much condolences.
Condolences to you too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely appreciate that. Real
yeah,
talk.
so, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
We had a
appreciate
lot
that,
of
real
things.
talk.
So, and that's another thing about announcers. They just think we come in to work like we not.
We got a whole fucking life outside
like
of here.
we got problems.
Kids, girlfriends, like
Your
job.
wives be like, yo, why you not home? Or when it's gonna be an hour time? That's it. Boy,
Yo, you say he's coming home an hour ago.
boy,
But it was overtime.
It was
Game with
overtime.
the overtime.
You know what the
Niggas in
overtime-
park, first two games is late. Push the whole.
Everything. But
You know how it crazy it is to tell your girl, listen, I got a weekend of games. Like
after you don't work a 9 to 5 throughout the week.
I'm in Long Island this whole weekend.
Yes.
Right.
So
Yes.
I ain't got that much time for you.
Yes.
And I tell people all the time, anybody who deal with me, you have to deal with the fact that this is a big part of my life.
Listen, man.
I
So
take
it's
my,
gonna be
I take my
times.
family outside with me.
Yeah.
Right.
She always in the crowd.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's either we going outside together or it's like, I see you when you get back home.
Right.
You go kill
But you gotta
what you
be
do.
with somebody
That understands
understands
your
you.
lifestyle. And
Understand
So
that.
you know my stylist. You know what my stylist is. You put that together. You put this together all summer. You put this together good.
Yeah,
Shout out.
so
That's
people
my
gotta also
that's my
keep that.
people. I rocks with her. That's my people.
Yeah, now you got people forget that we're human beings. We have
We put this mic down.
situations outside of this. You understand? People forget that. You understand? People forget we have lives outside of this. You understand? And they just say they only care about what they got, and that's anybody. You understand? But I always remind them, outside of this, listen, if you want me for this, you're gonna pay me for this. Because outside of this is this.
That's it.
I'm taking away from my regular life.
It's like Sim started saying, you got to pay me invoices.
Yo, that's happening.
Yeah, by
You feel what I'm
far.
saying?
Hey.
That's happening.
Hey.
You feel what I'm saying? I didn't create this business account for nothing.
Hey.
You feel what I'm saying?
you know what I
See my arms
Zelle
up.
work.
2 arms up.
you
Touch
know what I say?
Yeah, my
Yo, you know
Zelle.
what I always say?
Hey.
I'm there if the check clear.
Hey, we are.
Pretty much.
No, I always said that.
Pretty much.
If the check clear, I'm there.
Because a motherfucker would love for you to come out for free.
Oh, they love the. I don't work for the 4 letters. I don't work for free, and I don't work for love.
Bro, my daughter will tell you, my dad don't work for free.
For what? Why would we work for what this free?
Because y'all already did that. Y'all paid y'all dues for that.
Let me tell you, my daughter.
Listen,
my daughter-
dues was paid already.
My
for
daughter
that.
told her mother that one day. Her mother was telling me, "Oh, my cousin wants you to host something." I didn't even get to say nothing. My daughter said, "Mom, you know he don't work for free."
Don't work for free.
He don't work for free, Mom. Like, tell your cousin he don't work for free. I said,
I do.
She said what she said.
For my brand, right? And it's because of
What's your brand?
Mike Larry Entertainment LLC.
There you go.
Plug.
All right, it's all good. Nah, that's what we here for. The plugs is here.
You know what I mean?
The plugs is here.
So what I do is, for write-off purposes, I do 2 charity events a year. Now people I choose which ones those are gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? So I may do a give back game. I may do, you know, but you ain't gonna have me out there for 6 hours for the 4 letters. I'll do nothing for the love, nothing for free no more. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta understand the opportunity is gonna present itself, whether I'm here, over there. You know
So
what I'm saying?
let me ask that question, because I got my own reason why. What made you get to that point? Where
Saying,
you started
all right,
saying,
my
I gotta
value,
pay?
you got to pay me.
My thing was 2 things why I got to that point. One, I want to see if people still want to book me while I'm charging. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first started off, pennies and nickel.
Yeah.
For what? And I said,
Yeah.
$10 a game I was making when I first started off, right? Because that's when I was just doing it because I want to do it. I want to do it. I was dead at an event one time, looking around the gym. I said, refs, they getting paid. DJ, he got paid. Table,
they getting the envelope. Everybody getting the envelope.
How the fuck am I walking out of here with a thank you?
Yeah.
I got up. I said, "This is my last one."
Yeah.
Because I want to
take that leap.
I want to see if I'm gonna get booked now.
You got to take
that
that
I'm
leap.
charging. Because now is it my talent or is it my price? I gotta figure out. I gotta know which one
I came in getting paid, right? So my first game, I had just lost my job. Big shout out to Mousy, Tri-State. He had called me. I jumped in the DM again, or this before DMs. You had to hit him on an old picture, right? Yo, I go by the name Larry Age. I want to be able to. He said, "Yo, come." And I got there. Mousy didn't give me nothing. The very next day, I did a swell job. He called me and said, "Yo, I got something for you."
Nice.
I got there, so I started. So every time Mousy would call me, I would get something. So then when I went over to Rucker, he was like, "Yo, I'm giving you." So I started coming on like, "Oh, y'all pay? Y'all announcers get paid to do it? They wouldn't do it because they love it." So after I seen how much, and then when you start off, you get you take what they give you. You feel what I'm saying? Then years come, you start adding them experience, you start adding the you know what I mean?
What's the slogan? Know your worth and add taxes?
Oh yeah, know your worth and then add taxes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I started doing. Like I came in making money. So when I know I'm getting paid over here for that, you gotta pay me, brother. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it was, you know what I mean? And then nothing in life is free no more. You feel what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Yeah, at this point.
You will pay, if not immediately, eventually.
Eventually, yeah, by fall.
I mean,
By fall.
what was it for you? That made you want that when you realized you was gonna start? Or
Yeah, when you realize your value was definitely,
like
it was worth. It was like,
I had
all
to get
right,
paid.
you gotta set them coins in.
Don't look at me. He looking at me because I pushed him. I'm pushing him to be that guy. You understand? After Mike Larry, if there is no more Mike Larry, this guy is set up mentally, to be knowledgeably, you feel what I'm saying, to be that guy of, you know what to do. Don't take nothing less. You understand? So I'm always like, nah, we could get that. You know what I mean? Then I let them know, nah, that one, yeah, you do that one for free. Because it's going to something.
No,
there's something on the back end for that.
There's occasional. There's occasional.
For me, it's like, I got my home tournaments, right? Shout out to Who's by the River.
Who's by the River.
Shout out to my brother E. Kelly Trent, leaders of the new school. I just did the middle school showcase, top middle schoolers in New York City, right? That Who's by the River brought that opportunity, right?
Right.
That was the only tournament that summer of 2020. Only tournament.
Wow.
You know what was my line? Shout out to the spectators on the bridge. We had a full park and we had spectators on the bridge.
Damn.
Shout out to the spectators on the bridge. And for the people to come back like, yo, who that? Like that energy different. You know, the east side dark, the east side quiet. I brought life to the east side.
You got to start paying for that now.
Shout out to Commissioner Kelly. Like, I brought life.
It's a show now, so you got to start paying for that. I know we wrapping up. I know we close.
We never know. Because definitely when I wanted to get you, we get to the last two, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna hurt some feelings. We did the Kumbaya, that's great. You hurt some feelings in there. Top 5 tournaments.
Top 5 tournaments?
Yeah, I did. You hurt feelings. I don't care.
Top 5 tournaments?
Yeah.
Right now?
No, top 5 tournaments.
Like present or overall?
Overall.
At like all time?
Overall.
Oh.
You gotta give 5?
That's it.
Like,
5. No.
This is 5, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2, this is 1.
Whatever order you like, it better be
no
5.
order. Rucker Park. Rucker Park StreetBall, Entertainers 155, Entertainers Basketball Classic, whatever name you want to give it. Rucker Park, LES Express, Dykeman, Hoops in the Sun. Yeah. Hoops in the Sun. Those are only 4 I really, and I'm gonna say top of the hill because I heard they had a good summer last year.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So.
All time?
No time.
Rucker.
You got to hurt some feelings.
Sure, I go
Dykeman.
Pro City.
Pro City.
I definitely forgot about
Pro City.
Yeah.
What's 4th?
They took hiatus last year.
What's 4th?
West 4th was legendary.
What's 4th was legendary. And like I want to put my guy, you know, I love BG. I want to put LA Express in it. It's just that when you're saying overall,
all time,
you going.
We're hurting feelings.
To win, it was like,
we're hurting feelings.
you know what I'm saying?
It has to happen. I'm sorry.
So you got to go you gotta go to shit like Kingston.
Yeah,
Kingston tournament was different. You gotta go to shit like that.
Kingdom, yeah.
Kingdom was crazy. So my top 5 would be Rucker, Dykeman, Pro City, Hoops in the Sun, and West Fork. You saying all time? That's my. Now you saying right now? That's a different conversation.
Nah. That's why I said you gotta hurt some feelings.
Yeah.
Because if I say right now, if I say right now, I mean that's easy as hell.
If you say right now, you gotta throw Express in there right now.
No, right. Oh no. Shout out to BG.
We talking top 5 tournaments of all time.
And I gotta throw Showcase in there just because.
Yeah, because
that's my fucking start.
Yeah, that's the mark.
Ian, I love you,
I was
bro.
a little biased.
Without Ian,
I was a little biased.
No,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, definitely.
My era different.
Hey, that's fine. If your all time is your all time, that's fine. But you gonna hurt some feelings.
Kingdom.
Okay. Respectfully.
Rucker. Dykeman. Showboat.
Ooh.
Never been to Showboat.
Okay.
They wasn't on the east side.
Yeah.
Showboat. And my last tournament.
All times. You got hoops in the sun.
It's so tough.
You got West
Yo, you know
Fork.
what's
You got
crazy?
You got stuff like Dunk is the Light.
Yo, you know,
Dunk is the
but you know what's so crazy? I never been up to Hoops in the Sun.
Hoops in the sun.
Oh, son, you there for hits? Shout out to hits. Shout out to hits. Yo, shout out to hits. Hits was different.
You don't go to the beach in sweatpants or pants.
Right.
I tell you one thing.
Gotta do shorts.
I tell you one thing. I see you this summer. I'm gonna throw it out there first. I see you this summer.
Shout out to hits.
Yeah, shout out to my man.
Shout out to my man Joe.
Shout out to Joe, because Joe actually worked at my daughter's school when she was in junior high school.
Shout out to Joe, man.
Big shout out to the Cruz brothers, Joe and Randy.
Yes, man.
Big shout out to y'all.
Salute to y'all.
They carried on a legacy of their dad.
Right.
For Venice Beach, you feel what I'm saying?
And they one of the coolest motherfuckers in the world.
Yeah.
Joe funny as hell. I tell you all the time.
Big shout out to them, man. They make it happen.
Nah, that's what's up. All right, man. We're gonna go with this last one, finish it out.
Make it
what
a
are
good
y'all? No, here it's simple. To my creators, what are your top 3 motivational quotes or advice? We're gonna go all the way around.
Damn.
That's how we're gonna finish it out. Slim, go ahead.
Top
Go right
3
ahead.
motivational
Quotes or advice?
Or advice. My first one I always tell people, your passion is your passion.
Okay.
Nobody can dictate how you move with your passion, how you treat your passion, the time and effort you put into your passion. Number 2 could be, don't let anybody else's negativity dictate or control your positivity.
Right.
And number 3 is just be you. Be your own person. Don't try to follow nobody else. Just be your own person. It's so easy to be you.
By far.
It's hard to be somebody else.
By far.
1, know your worth and add taxes. 2, wisdom is the principal thing, but in all that getting, make sure you get an understanding. 3, love is greater than hate.
Okay.
If you operate in love, you're gonna be all right, man.
There we go.
You feel what I'm saying? Regardless of what the next person did. Real quick, I heard Mike Tyson tell Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley was like, man, anybody that do me wrong, I cut them off. Tyson was like, no. He was like, I'm wrong for cutting people off. He was like, yeah. He said, because they changed you. You allowed them to change who you really was. Once you show me your colors, I don't cut you. I just treat you accordingly. Simple. You feel what I'm saying? So, I know your worth and add tax. Wisdom is the principal thing, but in all that getting, get an understanding.
Right.
Love is greater than hate. You feel what I'm saying? Operate in love, man.
Bro, we're shaking. Come on, man.
Without God, we are nothing.
Facts.
Without God, we are nothing.
That's
a fact.
That's super by far.
My man favorite saying, stay humble.
Facts.
Humble thyself.
Facts.
So thyself may be great.
Facts. Facts.
And I tell my kids in school now, it ain't what you want to be, it's who you are.
It's good.
Don't tell me who you want to be. Show me who you are. You know?
That's good.
You got to grow. You got to grow and get there. I need the you now.
Right.
That's
By
good.
far.
I don't want what you're gonna be in the future. I want you now. I want the you now.
That's good.
I need the best you now.
That's
Be the best you.
That's
Facts.
forward.
That's a fact.
But nonetheless, okay.
One thing I always tell my daughter, if I text her, she know how to respond. Can't is not in your fucking vocabulary.
Facts.
It's not a word. Get rid of it. Don't ever say can't. It's not a fucking word. Can't is not in your vocabulary. You can do whatever you want to do.
Fact.
You got to figure out how to get it done.
Facts. That's good.
But real talk, man, we definitely should know who y'all are. But let everybody know where to follow y'all at. You heard Slim go right on ahead.
You already know the vibes, man. Slim the Announcer, a.k.a. Voice of Reason. You can follow me at Slimothy83 on IG. Slimothy Williams on Facebook. It's SLIMMOTHY83. That's it. I don't even got IG.
Handlebars activated?
Handlebars. Oh,
hold on, Slim.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. I'm your man from across the bridge where hip hop got started from the Boogie Down Bronx, New York, and they get different when I'm on. And they call me yours truly, Mike Larry. You can follow me on Instagram at @IAM_Mike Larry. That's IAM_MICLARRY. You can follow me, same handle on Twitter, same handle on Snapchat, same handle on TikTok, and all that other good stuff. Look out for me. We got some things coming up. Got some great stuff in the works. So look forward to the creators hitting me.
I am the Rella Harlem voice of my city, at voice of my city, at Rella Harlem 112. I don't do Facebook, Snapchat, I don't do nothing else. Instagram.
You better get on TikTok.
And guess what? It get different when you know what New York City sound like. Good night. God bless.
But you already know what it is, man. You know what it is. Your neighborhood Ruger spread. You know where to follow me at Instagram, Reem'o Meerak _. Also too with Twitter, it's Reem'o Meerak. Cuts Podcast, you know what it is. CutsPodcast.com. If you have any comments, if you have anything you want to say, hell, you can even give me the biggest critique on the episodes thereof. Go to cutspodcast1@gmail.com, and also to go to the personal website, RemoMeerak.com. Nonetheless, I appreciate this man for being here, even having the patience. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But you know what's up. You know what it is. You know the hashtag. PTC. That's pound that chest. Come on, man. And we out here, my creators.
Yes, sir.
Peace. It's yours truly, Reem'o Meerak, a.k.a. Chef Reem'o. Yeah, you hear it Cuts. You know what the Cuts stand for. Culture, urban, technology, and sports. Now, for the latest features, content, interviews, and more, click that subscribe button. Come on, man!